Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Um, so we've been talking the last couple days here about the Montauk Project and about the differences of how they affected and the unaffected act. But Captain Smirk made a comment, and I didn't take offense, by the way. I was glad you made the comment because it got me to thinking, and he pointed out that, oh, well, he hated to think that we were different or, better necessarily than the people who maybe were mind controlled by the Montauk Project. And just, hey guys, look, I did my research on that thing and I've seen the debunkers. I completely believe that that Montauk Project was real, is real, and I think it's still going on. And I personally believe that's how I'm going to make a whole video tying all these things together. But he got me to thinking that this is going on, but are we really different? Now, I'm not going to provide any links. I'm just going to gather my thoughts here and shoot from the hip. I always shoot from the hip, but this time I'm really shooting from the hip because this is going to be a rant, more than anything. So, because this isn't research, but I these are things I know, and you should be able to research them. But what are other ways they can control your mind, guys? If they can't get us with the antennas, how can they get the Mandela affected? How can they get those they can't get with the Montauk Project? Oh, there are ways. They exist, and I've got some. Start right back when you're in school with the Earth models. Right, I've already expressed my thoughts that there's flaws in both. And somebody's told me something at work. I got a guy that's a flat Earth person at work, and I got a guy that's a hardcore globe Earth person at work, and they go back and forth, and they come to me for my opinion is in takes, and I tell them that both of their models are flawed. And I got told by one of them that I'm using that as a cop out. I got to pick one. All right, got to pick one. If you had two planes and each one had a broken wing in a different place, and someone told you needed to get on one of those planes, you'd probably tell them that you weren't getting on a plane. And I feel the same way about the models. All right, I ain't getting on one of those broken planes because, I mean, science used to be you figured stuff out, not fudge numbers until stuff worked. All right, and I'm going to do a video on science later, but so they get you, there's that, they get you back in school. I remember when I was in school and I asked questions like, I asked my teacher if we were standing on a ball, how could we not fall off? I got told that was a stupid question. And I was thinking, well, how could you walk up the ball and it was the same as walking down the ball? It doesn't make any sense. I said that, but I got told it was stupid not to ask stupid questions, or I wasn't going to get to ask any more questions. So then you just started to believe what the teachers told you, right? I got told the same thing in the third grade when I asked how the Tyrannosaurus Rex walked. Well, if you ask a question like that again, you're going to go home for the whole dinosaur week. And I'm not saying I don't believe in dinosaurs. I'm just saying I asked the question, I got shot down, told it was stupid. Well, I've recently seen people that run numbers and say, oh, the Tyrannosaurus Rex couldn't walk. Well, so was I that stupid in the third grade? Probably not. All right. So they can get you right in your young age to believe anything that you're told. All right. How else? I mean, okay, look at the moon landing, guys. I mean, something that's obviously fake that they've come out now and said, oh, well, we can't leave low Earth orbit, herp to derp. But we did in the 60s. We can't anymore. You can't anymore. People believe that. People believe that. They went, and now they can't go anymore because, oh, well, they don't have the technology 50 years later. All right. People buy that. And some of us don't, that see the obvious fakery, and people argue over that. All right, that's mind control. 9/11, there's another one. I'm a construction worker. When I saw those buildings fall, I knew that the buildings didn't fall that way. That's not how construction works, and that's not how demolition works. I've done it all, guys. I've been in construction for 20 years. That's not anything, but people buy it and people don't. Yeah, they can get people to believe in stuff that's clearly not real. That's mind control. And they can get us divided over that. They can get us fighting over the moon landing and fighting over whether the earth is flat or round instead of figuring it out. They can get us fighting and disagreeing over things that they make up, literally, and then put on a show. I could provide links, and I'm not going to provide links in this video, guys. But you can find links where news outlets will say the exact same line, and there'll be different news outlets across the country. They're running off the same script. If you've ever gone to apply for a job lately, you might notice that every interview you go to, they run the same line and the same script. How do I know that? I know some people who are looking for work right now. All right. And they're going to these job interviews and they're getting told the exact same things. It's not they're getting told the same thing at Subway as they are at Dollar General. All right. Reading off the same script. It's weird, but I think it's a form of mind control. And at the same time, you got commercials about the Army workforce. Like, what? You can't find a job, guys? You the best at what you do? Well, come join the Army. I don't know, but I'm saying that they got, it's mind control. So they can't get us by antennas, and they can't get us with crystal lined antennas and psychics. But could they get us with these other things? Does that make us any different? I don't know the answer to that, to be honest with you. I definitely think there's differences. There's differences between us and them for sure, but those who are affected and those aren't. There are definitely differences. I can't say that we're better than them. Would I rather have the mind that couldn't be controlled that way? Yes, I would. I'm not going to say that I wouldn't. Of course, I would rather have my mind that can't be controlled that way. And I like to think now, I question everything. So I like to think that nobody could control my thoughts at all. If I don't have an answer, like I was really good at science, guys, and science seems different now, and I'm going to do a video on that later, but what I knew of science, and I was really good at it, was you worked on something and you worked on your theory and you ran experiment after experiment. And if suddenly something didn't work, you had to start over because now it didn't work. You couldn't repeat it. It's screwed up now, but now they seem to fudge numbers and make their science work, and that's not science to me. So I mean, that's a form of mind control too, right? I mean, is that what? So the point is, they do have other ways to control the minds of those who can't be controlled in other ways. And I don't know if that makes us any better than them. I like to think that I don't know about better, but I definitely would rather have the mind that couldn't be controlled with the antennas and crystals, like I said. So that's about it, guys. There's different forms of mind control out there, and if nothing else, to get people divided, they use it on a subject, just to draw your attention somewhere else. Is it any different? Yeah, it is different. They can't program a response. They can get us to argue about other things, but they can't trigger program responses. So I think that's good. But anyway, this video's ran long, so I'm going to let it go at that. And I got some other videos coming out that I want to do. And like I said, one of them will be on science itself. So thanks for your subscriptions, guys. Thanks for your comments. Definitely thanks for your comments. You allow me to go in different directions by making them. Give me different angles to look at, and that's always good. And unlike some science, I'm trying to run real science here, or as close as I can get. So I don't like discounting anything at all. And I guess you can thumb me up if you think I'm onto something with this, and you can thumb me right down if you think I'm not. And thanks for everything, guys, and have a great rest of your night.